So, hi everyone, welcome to our Reconnect session, how to enter the DACH market. We hope, or I hope to provide you in the next couple of minutes some specific insights and ideas how you can enter the DACH market as a PropTech company. My name is Mario Facchinetti and I'm the founder of PropTech Market. Awesome. The next couple of minutes, I will start providing you some insights about the DACH market in general, about which market are we talking here about, then followed by the challenges you're facing while trying to enter this growing market, and then I come up with a plan how you can structure your market entry. So for the ones who haven't heard about the DACH market at all yet, it's a wordplay consisting of the country codes, the German country codes, D for Germany, A for Austria, and CH for Switzerland. Those all three countries together form an interesting market where the language is quite common. That means in all those three countries, we speak German, High German in Germany and Austria, and a Swiss dialect German in Switzerland. Switzerland is therefore a little bit more special. We have three other country languages. One of them is French in the western part of Switzerland, then Italian in the southern part of Switzerland, and in the southeast we have quite a crazy Swiss accent. It's called Romansh. Yeah, that's the DACH market. In all three countries, we have a population of roughly 100 million people. So you can imagine those people have to live somewhere, they have to eat somewhere, they have to buy stuff, and that all comes along with retail, commercial, and residential logistical markets for real estate and construction. From the size, we have Germany as the biggest landmass, then Austria and Switzerland. All together, we are talking about 450 square kilometers of landmass. When you compare the real estate markets with the GDP of each country, we have 20% in Germany. 20% of the market of the GDP is coming from real estate and construction. Then we have in Austria roughly 10% and Switzerland with 17% of the GDP. Those are just general facts and figures. I don't want to dive too much into this topic because I think it's more important that we move on to the challenges you're facing, and the research can be done at the later stage. About the challenges, it's always there are always mountains in these areas, and yeah, the goal should be to climb them. And therefore, you have to face certain challenges while trying to enter the DACH market, the DACH region. We're talking about challenges coming from the market itself, but also challenges that you as a business owner or founder of your company are facing. Means the market challenges are quite well known. We are talking about political know-how. You need to understand how the political systems works, how startup or economical friendly is each country, and especially also how volatile, like how secure is a certain market when you try to do long-term business in one of the countries. Then you have the market mechanisms. They are not just different between the countries. So the German real estate market works completely different than the Austrian and the Swiss market, for example. But we also have differences between each country. And that means in Switzerland, especially, the French part is completely working different than the Italian or the German-speaking part. And those mechanisms you need to understand if you want to go and do your business. We have the general challenges when it comes to culture. You need to understand how decisions are made, how people think about problems, how they solve problems, how they talk about solutions, and also how they act in business daily life. And the language, we talked about that already, especially in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. I would say German is a have-to language you need to speak, and also your product needs to adapt to this market specific needs. On the business side, we have the other challenges about starting with marketing. The most general challenges are there. You need to find out which are the most common medias, the popular influencers, what are the good events where you can present your products, what organizations do you need to know. With the sales topic, it's more about the network. Either you have already a network or you need to build up your own network to make concrete sales. It's for companies who are not based in one of the three countries, sales becomes a tough challenge. Then when you have gained your customers, you need to be able to provide them the right service. So make sure you have people in your team who speak the language, who take care of your customers, provide them with product updates, problems, and so on. That brings us to the next problem or the next challenge, the staff, recruiting, HR topics, legal issues when it comes to recruiting. Are you able to hire or fire people? What are the restrictions? And the toughest challenge at all, where do you find people fitting to your company? Legal issues I mentioned already, not only related to recruiting and HR topics, it also is a data protection topic when it comes to GDPR requirements, and of course the finance situation, including tax. A business, you need to work with specialists, or at least you need to know what you're doing. So quite a lot of challenges you're facing, and it wouldn't be a startup business if you need to find the right balance to deal with those challenges. If you have enough time, everything is always easy, or easier, let's say it this way. If you have enough time, what most of you probably don't have, you will be able to build up your sales network. You will find the right marketing channels. You will be able to recruit the right people. But most of the time, you have everything or a lot of stuff, but time, that is definitely missing. So, is it based or due to your competitors who have just a much faster developing timeline, or is it pressure from your investors? Whatever. Time is most of the time not the resource you have most. So then it comes to the budget. When you put more budget into the game, it's probably getting easier to solve your problems and master your challenges. Budget, usually also a topic with startups. You don't have enough, so you need to spend it wisely. And third, without quality, nothing will work sustainable. And that means you need to find the right balance to put time, budget, and quality into this market entry process. So my suggestion would be set up a specific plan, how you deal with these issues. And here comes our idea where we are very happy to support you. We suggest to structure your market entry into 3 blocks. So first of all, do a market check, decide if your product fits to the market, try to find it out with research, with test users, beta users, whatever you get. Then define how to go to market strategy, either for the whole DACH region, or you set up specific country strategies. And then what can be one of the solutions is looking for a strategic partner. Best case, someone you can already trust, you know, from other businesses or over a longer period of time. Unfortunately, when we think back to the last slide, that's not always the case when you have already a lack of time while fostering your growth. As soon as you come to the conclusion that the check was positive, so you come to the conclusion that you want to jump into one of those 3 markets or deal with the whole DACH region at once, we recommend to start dealing with the Grow package. So you need to set up your marketing marketing efforts. You need to be sure that you work with the right agencies. If you don't have a general market agency working for you, you need to be sure that you have someone who translates your documents, your sales documents, your marketing documents into German, into the language everyone speaks in this region. Then the sales, you need to be sure to recruit the right salespeople or to work together with people, organizations who can support you in sales, set up partnerships, looking for people you can trust in this process. Best would be, and especially during times of COVID, it's quite hard to build up a network. So make sure, or we can recommend you is find partners who have already a strong established network, so you can start selling faster. And then the events, of course, get an overview, get feedbacks on how to deal with events, which events you should attend and which ones you don't need to go. And then there's a third option, or the third step into for entering such the DACH region, is thinking about if you are already happy with the setup you have made during the growth stage, or if it's time where you set up your own company, your own legal identity in one of the countries or in each country themselves. Recruit the staff working for yourself. Maybe you can replace partnerships, and of course fundraising when you need local fundraisers, strategic partners. That's topics facing you, or you should face when you think about the scale package. Okay, those are the three ideas we have for you. Of course, we would love to help you make your dreams come true, and therefore just do it without trying to enter the DACH market. Those 100 million people won't have the pleasure to benefit of your product or service. Thank you for listening at this point, and we are looking forward to hearing or seeing you soon again. Bye-bye, take care.